Just working with our company, you're going to get to work with a lot of bright individuals.
Everyone is open and ready to help you, and definitely big on advocating for making sure that you succeed and reach your potential.
Everyone's goal is the same, to make the best products that we can for our clients and make sure that it is everything and more that it could be.
What's kept me here? Our culture. We're genuinely a very great group of people. Everyone's just always willing to lend a hand.
When I have a suggestion or a concern and I voice it, leadership actually hears me.
As a consultancy, every person has a role and has something to bring to the table. There's just a lot of opportunities here if you're up for the challenge.
Jump on board, be part of the fun ride, because we're going places.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn.
sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to Scecina High School as we bring you high school baseball here on IndianaSRN. Tonight is the second of the two games in conference play as Indianapolis Lutheran coming into this one tonight at 1-6 overall, 1-1 in conference play. Indianapolis Scecina at 2-8 overall. They are currently 2-2 in the conference. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group. Building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill. Why go anywhere else for delicious food? Burtner Electric, providing quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker Local 374. We're second to none in quality and performance. Passion to Care, beyond home care where passion meets purpose. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. The IndianaSRN sports page, wall-to-wall sports news every day. Check out IndianaSRN.org and click on the sports page tab. And by the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, watch the best Division III sports on HCAC.tv, where you always have a front row seat. Another windy day. It seems like every time we come to Scecina, we've got wind to deal with today. Troy Nargowski along with Coach Keith Myers. These two teams played last night. It was at Lutheran, and after Lutheran led 3-1, they go into the top of the sixth inning, and that's when Scecina scored 8 runs, and they go on to win that one 9-5. So now Indianapolis Lutheran hoping to come in here tonight and pick up a win.
We talk about the weather first. 73 degrees, windy, you said. Wind gust at 32 miles an hour coming out of the west. 20 miles an hour, 20-mile visibility, so we won't have a problem seeing the line drive today.
No, not at all.
And you talked about a big win. This has to be a huge win because it puts you down at the bottom of the bracket of the conference if you lose this game.
Starting today for Scecina will be Brady Ray. He is 0-3 with an ERA of 2.77, and the first pitch is on the way, and it's high and inside. Jackson Brandenburg leading things off, a .231 hitter with 2 runs driven in on the season.
You'll see a fastball and a little bit of off-speed pitch from the pitcher today.
We'll set up the defense for Scecina here in a moment. There's a breaking pitch in there for a strike. That'll even things up at 1-1. Knowlton behind the plate. Weimer's at first, battles at second, Douglas at short, Mendez, the excellent third baseman, Romo, Plunkett, and McKiernan from left to right in the outfield. The 1-1 pitch is on the way, lined into right field. That'll be a base hit. Nice start for Jackson Brandenburg.
If you are taking note of the official time, 5:35 tonight.
Hudson Mills will now step to the plate. Mills hitting at .333 on the year. He has a couple of runs driven in. He'll be the first left-hander that Ray will face. By the way, Ray has pitched in 4 games, a team-best 17.2 innings. He's given up 28 hits coming in, 7 runs, 4 earned with 12 strikeouts and 4 walks. That pitch is up high for a ball. The opposing team against Ray this year hitting at .333. Boy, that ERA, though, you like that at 2.77, though.
Yep, I can live with that.
The stretch once again by Ray, and he'll throw to first. This is a Lutheran team. They will run a little bit. You look at the stolen bases. They have 20 stolen bases compared to Scecina on the year with only 6.
You look at their 6 losses. They're Chittard, Buff, Southport, and Roncalli.
Pretty good team.
Yes.
Pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on and hit foul as a hit and run on there by Hudson Mills. So the count is even at 1-1 strike. We'll give you the latest polls when we get an opportunity tonight as well, and a couple of those teams you mentioned are in the top 5 or top 10.
Also, we have the clean slate 5th inning
trivia question, yes. I hope it's a good one.
It's a big one.
I bet it is.
It's a big one.
The stretch once again by Ray. And he'll step and look the runner back. Jackson Brandenburg last night went 2 for 5. He had a run scored in that 9-5 loss. Stretch once again by Ray. Here's the pitch. This one's popped up, and the wind is going to take that one out of play. The wind again tonight here at Scecina is basically blowing straight in or crosswise, because when you look at the flags here, Coach, and I told this to you guys before we started, those flags are stiff right now.
Yeah. Well, if we lose that flag, I'm sure you'll go get it.
I'm sure I will. Yeah, on the way out to my car, sure.
Okay.
1-2 strikes now to Mills. Runner takes off. The pitch is swung on, hit down the line, and foul. We'll stay at 1-2. Now, the one thing about it, and we saw this the other night, Plunkett, Romo, McKiernan in center field, left field, and right field sometimes had a little bit of a difficult time
judging
the baseball because of the way that wind was blowing. And they are right now playing Mills to pull this one once again. Center fielder Plunkett way over on the first base side of second base. So there's a big hole between Romo and Plunkett in left center. Stretch by Ray. Runner gets a good jump this time. Swung on and hit to the left. We'll stay at 1-2. This is a team, Lutheran, who has not really hit very well. And these are two teams that are struggling early. Lutheran, a team batting average of just .225. They're only averaging 6 hits per game. Scecina only 192. And they're averaging just over 4 hits per game. Breaking pitch will be hit foul. So Mills having a good at-bat his first time up.
You know, the weather might have something to do with the hitting right now because we really haven't consistently have. I mean, we're in sweatshirts again tonight. It's not been really warm. Maybe Monday night was probably the warmest night that we've had. 3 straight nights of baseball on IndianaSRN.
And then wait till this weekend when things really get cold again. This will be Rip foul. Yeah, by Saturday, when I'm sure most of the teams will be back in action, we'll be back here on Saturday, and it's supposed to be in the 50s.
Yes,
yeah.
And then Sunday we have our first IHSAA game of the week. In the temperature in Rose Home is supposed to be like 48. I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to it. Runner gets a good jump again. That one sails over Knowlton's head. Runner will get credit for a stolen base. There will not be a wild pitch on that one, but the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Brandenburg with the stolen base, and he had one heck of a jump. As we mentioned, they have stolen 20 coming in. And already a runner in scoring position here for Mills, and this has been a long at bat now for Mills. This one's going to be popped up, shallow right field. McKiernan is there. He'll reach up and make the catch. The runner will stay. Now, a lot of folks thought maybe he dropped that baseball, but it was on the catch and the transition to throw, and that's why he was called out. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Ryan Redding.
Number 22, Ryan Redding.
What I like is no one argued with the umpire.
Well, you can kind of tell when you're transitioning to throw, as Redding hitting a .222 with an RBI to his credit.
By the way, that at-bat was 6 minutes long.
That was a long at-bat.
Yes.
Yeah. We probably should have brought our statistician tonight to keep all the...
She may be here later.
Okay. Well, I was hoping maybe we'd have somebody to count the amount of pitches that have been thrown.
I got you.
So Redding steps in from the right side as Ray checks the runner at second. Another good jump, the throw, and it's going to sail into left field. And getting up and heading to the plate. This could be a close play, and they got him. Brandenburg gets credit for the stolen base of third and then is thrown out at the plate. Great play by Romo in left field. Take a look at it.
Look at this throw right here. Here's the bounce. That's excellent.
Actually, that's not Romo. That's Douglas, the shortstop, who went over to get that one.
So no points, right?
So 2 away. Redding ahead of the count at 1 ball and no strikes.
And you got to be frustrated as a coach because you have them exactly where you want to. You have 1 out. You got a guy at third base.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about Brandenburg. I'm not sure that he knew that ball went into left field.
And I don't think the coach. I think the coach thought it was a lot farther away than what it was.
Pitch in there for a strike. So Redding stands in with the count even at 1-1. Well, I like the aggressiveness, though, of Lutheran. They want to try to get on the board, and they had Brandenburg, that leadoff hitter, able to steal a couple of bases. Here's a fly ball into right center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. So Redding, second base hit now for Lutheran. You can see, Coach, how that ball kind of hung up in the wind. And that'll bring up now the designated hitter, Owen Letcher.
If you're a coach now, what you're thinking is, I should have waited. But you want to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Especially in a conference game. You want to get up early because you look at their batting average. They're at 192, did you say?
As far as Lutheran goes.
No, Scecina.
Scecina, 192, yeah. Well, you know what? When you think about the way the game has changed over the years, teams used to steal a lot. And then it kind of went away, and I think we're seeing it
coming back
a little bit more. So now Letcher steps to the plate. 318 on the year. He's driven in 4. They're going to run again. Swing and a miss. Throw down is going to be well short. So Redding will get a stolen base, and already 3 steals here in the first half inning for Indianapolis Lutheran. And I think they know that after what they saw last night, they're going to come out running.
Yeah, you got to put pressure on your opponent.
So for the second time, runner in scoring position. And I'm sure that for Lutheran, there's a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth after letting that one get away from them last night.
He said they walked 4 in a row and hit 3.
Breaking pitch, swing and a miss.
So I asked him, so how did practice go today? They better play today.
No balls, 2 strikes to Letcher.
But you have to have a short memory, in this game of baseball, because anything changes.
Oh, no balls and 2 strikes now to Letcher as he steps back in from the right side. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's up high. This is a team, Lutheran, that strikes out an average of 8.3 batters per game and only walks 4, so they really got to cut down on the strikeouts. The stretch and the 1-2 pitch on the way is a breaking ball a little bit high. Their on-base percentage at only 35 and their slugging percentage at 28. But they have come out running here tonight. 3 stolen bases already. Break-even pitch popped up foul, and they were taking off again. Redding had a great jump. If I'm Brady Ray, I might want to take a peek back.
Or hold him, let your second baseman know.
Or at least at one point here, kind of mix it up a little bit, step off, look the runner back, because he's got you figured out. He's got a pretty good lead down at second base. Runner takes off, the pitch is swung on, ground ball to the first baseman. Weimer steps on the bag, and that's going to do it for Lutheran. They got 2 runners in scoring position, 1 thrown out at the plate. After half inning of play, Lutheran nothing. Scecina coming to bat.
Pizza right here. Bottom of the first.
Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
High school baseball here on IndianaSRN, brought to you in part by Officially Human. Our mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the field and the court. Thanks to our officials, because without them, we don't play. Sportsmanship is everyone's job. Scecina heading to the plate. No score here in the bottom half of inning number 1. It'll be Douglas, McKiernan, and Mendez. Dax Locklear getting the start tonight, the right-hander for Indianapolis Lutheran. 0-1 on the year, an ERA of 16.80. He's only thrown 1 2/3 innings, giving up 3 hits, 4 runs, all earned. No strikeouts and 4 walks. And the opposing batting average against him is at .375. And his delivery will come from the stretch, which is unusual, but that pitch is going to be low and away. And Max Douglas hitting at .300 with a home run and an RBI. A lot of times you'll see pitchers that are mainly relievers will do this. 1-0 pitch is going to be chopped foul.
Second time we've been here at Scecina. Beautiful facility. I see that you cut the turf early for them today.
You know, I'll tell you one thing for sure. They've got some extra turf over there.
That could be good in my backyard.
I know. It's what I'm thinking. You think they'd let us have some?
I wouldn't have to cut my grass at all.
That's right. Something we might ask and see if we can get some.
I think that would be great.
One pitch, ground ball, left side, gets through the diving third baseman, unable to come up with it. And Sears can't get it, and so Douglas, a leadoff base hit. And that'll bring up Dominic McKiernan. Redding is behind the plate. Meany's at first, Parker at second, Phelps at short. Sears is at third with Brandenburg, Hughes, and Mills from left to right in the outfield for the Saints. Well, let's see now as you see the batter squaring to bunt, bunts it in the air, diving and making the catch and throwing to first, double play. Boy, the one thing you got to do if you're Dominic McKiernan, you got to get that ball down. And that was a great play there by Locklear. Take another look at it, Coach.
Nice bunt, but you just didn't get down on the ground. And what a dive. That's a great play.
I was about to say, I was wondering if maybe Scecina was going to try to run a little bit like Lutheran did.
I like that they're thinking about playing small ball.
So
frustration sets in a little bit right there.
Quickly 2 outs, and that'll bring up maybe the most dangerous hitter in the lineup right now, and that's DJ Mendez at 379.
He's probably one of our best players that we'll see all year.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good kid.
Just an all-around excellent athlete. The pitch on the way, check swing. He was fooled on that one.
Dad's been around the game a long time. When he was about probably 3 years old, he was already in the dugout. I'm not kidding you. He's been around the game. Good kid.
1 ball, 1 strike. Mendez back in. Locklear's next pitch. Lined. One hopper. Knocked down by the second baseman. Parker. Throw to first. Did he get him? And he got him at first base as he holds on. Great play by the second baseman, Parker. And what started to be a promising inning. Good defense by Lutheran. We'll head to the second. Still no score.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
High school baseball here at Scecina High School, brought to you in part by Tam Sweet and Savory Cafe. They offer traditional food like Grandma used to make. They have a great staff as well. Keith is usually there Wednesday through Sunday, just like when they're open, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. If you'd like more information, give them a call at 317-760-1640. Take another look at that great defensive play by Parker.
Set his feet. I like how he's on one knee and he still made the play. A shout out to the steer-in on 10th and Emerson. Brought us, they knew we were here, brought us some pizza, brought us some Coke, and a smile. Thank you to Casey and Barb and Jason for taking care of us today.
It's fantastic. We want to thank their hospitality. Check swing. Did Locklear go around? They will check at first, and they say he did.
You know, the steer-in was one of our originally sponsors back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, that's where our coaches' shows were.
Wow.
Yeah.
Better get it back, huh?
Well, I'm working at it.
Yeah, I bet.
If they keep on feeding us this way, I'll take care of them already.
Locklear 222, a couple of runs driven in. His first look at Ray on the night. Hit well, shortstop backhanding it. Douglas, the long throw in time, one away. Well, we have already seen some pretty good defense here tonight. That'll bring up now Gage Meany.
Last thought of it, steering, they've been around for almost 60-plus years, I do believe.
Wow.
When I was 9, was my first time. Oh, my goodness. Best cheeseburgers.
Really?
Yeah.
Meany hitting from the left side. The pitch is outside. He's a .318 hitter with 4 runs driven in. Do you remember that first?
Oh, yeah, because I was in a play, believe it or not, and that's where our play rehearsal, we had our dinner afterwards.
No kidding. 1-0 pitch bouncing in the turf.
You want to know what the musical was? The Music Man.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What part did you have?
I was Winthrop, and my favorite line is, "Here's the band."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the only line you had.
That's the only line I had. Mrs. Crapo thought I did a really good job. I never won an Emmy, though. I could never understand. Oh, there's a hit.
Well, and lined into right field. The throw comes back to the infield. Got to be really careful there. That one doesn't get away. It was a good job there by Knowlton backing things up. So Meany, third hit already by Lutheran, and that'll bring up now Landon Parker, who had that great defensive play to end the first inning.
And we got another nice crowd on hand tonight.
Landon Parker.
I love how baseball just brings people out.
Well, they love, first off, nice weather.
Yes.
That'll be the first thing. Parker, by the way, hitting at 158, couple of runs driven in. Ray giving up already 3 base hits. Let's see if Lutheran continues to run. They will. This one hit high in the air to center.
Tough play, tough place.
Plunkett coming in. He'll make the catch in left center field. The throw to first to double him off. Did he get him? No.
Ooh.
Great arm, though, by the center fielder Plunkett. Almost got a double play there. Well, Coach, I tell you what, I think we know what the game plan is right now for Indianapolis Lutheran.
Think so?
They want to run.
Run.
Nate Hughes, 200 on the year, couple of runs driven in. So Knowlton probably came to the ballpark thinking, okay, it's an average day, but already they're just running like crazy.
Yeah.
So now 2 away. Breaking ball hit high in the air. Center fielder Plunkett coming over to make the catch, and just like that, the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the second, no score.
Heading in the bottom of the second, Lutheran.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there, it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
High school baseball brought to you by Wheeler Mission. For 125 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. If you'd like more information, give them a call at 317-686-6239. Head to the bottom of inning number 2. It'll be Caden Logan, Manny Romo, and Brady Ray. Locklear got some great defense. This one tapped off his glove. He'll come off the mound and throw to first, and 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
They're both aggressive at the plate tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I think you and I both agree, we like that because sometimes I think hitters stand up there and they're trying to buy themselves a walk, and they'll look at some pretty good pitches go by. If you see something you like, go ahead and hit the darn thing.
Yep.
Here's Manny Romo, 158 on the year with an RBI. So Locklear has to feel pretty good away the defense is played as that pitch gets away from Redding. This is the part of the order where for Scecina, they really need to get some production. No one from Romo on down is hitting over 200. That one just inside the line. Heading to second will be Manny Romo, and he'll slide in with a double. And now Scecina has something going here in inning number 2.
Boy, that was right down the line. I think that might even hit the chalk.
So here's Brady Ray hitting at 190 with an RBI. I was about ready to say you look at Romo at 158, Ray at 190, Weimer's at 091. Knowlton at 160 and Battles at 182, so you get a pretty good idea that the order from about 5 on down has not been as productive as the Crusaders would like. Breaking ball, Chopper, third baseman playing in. Throw to first in time. Advancing to third will be Romo, but now 2 away. That'll bring up Henry Weimer. Tell you what, third baseman Sears had that one played perfectly.
You know, when we were here a week ago Friday, Battles was at the 3rd spot, so he's might have got in that slump to maybe put him down at the 9 spot to maybe get him back seeing the ball better.
Well, Weimer steps in as that breaking pitch, and a nice pitch there by Locklear.
Because the Battle kid and Mendez kid are really good athletes, but this whole team, I think once they get used to swinging the bat, this could be a very good team. It's never too late, because in high school baseball, that sectional, you get on that roll, you could get to the state finals.
Boy, how about that breaking pitch by Locklear?
And we saw that last year with Heritage Christian and Covenant Christian. Both teams were under 500 going into sectional play, and they both played each other in a semi-state. Covenant Christian loses the championship game by 1 run, and if they could hit the ball in the state final game, they'd probably win that game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Weimer able to stay alive as he fights off that pitch. We'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes again. Runner down at third with 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Each team has now had runners in scoring position here in the first 2. Locklear gets the sign from Redding, and the pitch on the way. Blew it by him. Great fastball there by Locklear. That's our first strikeout of the night. Either way, we head to the 3rd, no score.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
High school baseball brought to you by Boilermaker Local 374. They represent highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction as well as metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. Start your career with Boilermaker Union Local 374. Give them a call at 219-845-1000. We head to the 3rd. It'll be Phelps, Brandenburg, and then Mills. We go 9, 1, and 2 now for Lutheran.
We have not mentioned the uniforms today. The Lutheran in their maroon pinstripe with, is that tan or flesh-colored socks?
Those are flesh-colored, yes.
When I went down before, I thought they were all needing a tan. And then I realized that they were Scecina in the white and the maroon. Sean Kral would probably rate the uniforms probably an 8 out of 10 tonight.
I've never been a big fan of the high socks. I always thought that I liked baseball pants.
We had stirrups.
Yeah, we had stirrups too, yeah.
But, you know, we played in 1970.
That was a long time ago,
yes.
Phelps, 0 for 5 on the year, does not have a batting average as of yet. Ground ball, and that's going to get through. First pitch swinging again, and Phelps in the number 9 hole. And another base hit. That's now 4 hits already for Lutheran.
And our cameraman just looked at me and said, "You mean there was baseball in 1970?
Do you remember anything about the 70s? I didn't think so.
He was born in 2005.
Here's Jackson Brandenburg. Singled, stole 2 bases, and then was thrown out at the plate. Boy, Lutheran, they have been aggressive. Let's see if they'll continue that here in the running department. That's going to be line base hit. Douglas reaching out, won't get to it. This one's going to roll all the way to the warning track. Rounding third is Phelps. He's waved home, and a triple by Brandenburg, and Lutheran leads it 1-0.
There's the speed that you were looking for.
Boy, no kidding. Brandenburg picking up his third run driven in. That was just out of the reach of Douglas, the shortstop, and that'll bring up now Hudson Mills. First extra base hit of the ball game. Mills flew out his first time up. So, the stretch once again by Ray, and it's outside.
Wow, they're playing in.
Well, they must feel this is going to be a low-scoring game, huh?
I guess so.
Going to try to cut that runner down from third if they can. Pitch is low. 2 balls, no strikes now to Mills.
That surprises me.
It does me too. This early in the ball game. Of course, now in high school baseball, you only play 7, so I would imagine if you think about it, they're probably thinking if you're a 9-inning game, it's almost like being in the 6th inning. Ground ball gets through. And that's always the gamble you make right there is when you play the infield in, the numbers will go up. So Hudson Mills singles, that's the 6th hit already.
And 3 in a row here.
3 in a row. Highlighted by the triple by Brandenburg.
And you have that cricket number, which is always good.
So that'll bring up now Ryan Redding. Well, if anybody thought that Lutheran was going to come in here tonight and kind of just coast in this one, they're running, they're hitting. Redding singled and stole a base his first time up. And this even puts a little more pressure. You know, Knowlton has his job cut out for him tonight as the catcher, but now Ray's going to have to hold guys on a little bit closer now. That almost looked like a quick pitch that time. It's going to be fouled off by Redding.
That got the mask.
Well, I didn't think that time that Ray really came set for that full second.
I was going to say something, but no one said anything, so I'm going to be quiet.
Okay. Yeah, once you come to the belt, you're supposed to actually stop for a full second. Now, he does this time.
He made up for it the first time.
That's right. So he did it 2 seconds. That's good. I like that. See, we're helping Mr. Thacker, our camera guy, understand baseball a little bit more.
A little bit about baseball IQ.
Yeah.
By next week, he'll know it all.
He'll be an expert. Stretch by Ray. Runner takes off. Good jump. High chopper to the third baseman. Backs up on it. Mendez, the throw to first, gets him, and a great base running this time by Mills. He did not stop as he advances all the way to third. And there's your first out.
Did you see the arm, though?
Oh, yeah. Well, we saw that the other night. Nobody has a better arm than Mendez for sure. And here is Owen Letcher. Grounded out his first time up. Infield is in again with just 1 away, and here's the pitch by Ray. This is going to be trouble. This hit into right center field, and that's going to clear everybody. It will bounce off the top of the fence. 1 run will score as Mills crosses the plate, and Letcher all the way to third, and the second triple of the inning by Lutheran, and they now lead it 3-0.
4 hits on this, just in this inning. I got him total for 7 of the day.
And you're exactly right. Here's Dax Locklear, who grounded at his first time up.
And you're at 3-0 right now, which could cause some problems the way Scecina has batted lately.
Well, they're going to keep the infield in again. And you're right. I mean, I think when you look at it, Coach, and you haven't been hitting very well, even though you came up big last night, there's another one that gets through. And another run across. It's now 4-0. This has been a great inning if you're a Lutheran fan. As we said a little bit ago, anytime you bring the infield in, as you see a visit to the mound, the percentages go up as a hitter because bottom line is you aren't going to get to some of those baseballs.
Coach Gandalf talking to the pitcher.
Well, let's be honest, too, about this coach. Lutheran's stinging the baseball.
Oh, they are hitting the ball.
Yeah, Ray is not fooling anybody. As Gage Meany is next.
Talking to Coach Lutheran's coach today, he goes, yeah, we're 1-5 or 1-6, but if you look at the games that we played, we were in those games. And so I asked him point blank, why do you play those 4A schools and those 3A schools? He goes, because at the end of the year, when we get to play sectional time, we have seen the best pitchers in 3 and 4A baseball.
Yeah.
No one can come close to being that good in 1A baseball.
Yeah.
Now, they do play in a pretty tough sectional, because I will tell you, Moorestown is very, very good, but I don't think you're going to see pitchers like Roncalli or Chittard or Southport that pitch that well.
Latest polls came out this week. In 4A, Center Grove is number 1, then Carmel, Floyd Central, Noblesville, and Evansville North.
Center Grove is playing Cathedral tonight. That game's at a 7:30 start. That could be a very interesting ball game.
No doubt about it. Here's the next pitch on the way. It's outside. Gage Meany singled in the second inning.
Center Grove with their brand new facility.
Lawrence North has
a brand new facility. I think there's 4 or 5 of them that just opened up this year. Scecina being one of them.
Runner takes off. Pitch is in there for a strike. Throw down to second. Bounces through. No advancement, though, by Locklear. But another stolen base by Lutheran. That is their 4th stolen base to go along with all their hits tonight. By the way, Westfield is number 6, Mooresville number 9, Lawrence North number 10. So from Central Indiana, we've got a lot of good teams.
I will say we will probably see Lawrence North in the county championship game this season.
Hit well. First baseman able to snag that one. Weimer steps on the base. Advancing to third is Locklear, and 2 away now for Landon Parker.
City and county championship game right here on IndianaSRN.
And that, by the way, is being played at
Victory Field.
Victory Field.
For the 19th or 20th year, something like that. It's been a while.
By the way, in 3A, Andran is number 1. Bishop Chittard number 2. Breaking Paul stays high to Parker. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Guerin is number 3, Burbuff number 4. How about that?
And all 3 of those are in the same conference, along with Heritage Christian and Covenant Christian.
That's great.
How about this?
1-0 pitch, bunted, right side. That one dies on the turf. The pitcher throws to first and pulls him off the base. Run will score. Executed perfectly by Landon Parker.
In fact, Tuesday night, you can mark on your calendar right now, Heritage Christian taking on Guerin. Will be on IndianaSRN, and then the next week we will have Chittard and Guerin, and then we have Chittard and Burbuff. So our baseball schedule is really sweet.
No kidding. By the way, in 2A, as we're now at 5-0, Hughes flew out his last time up, and now Lutheran going around in the order. Breaking pitch stays up high. He was swung at the first pitch he saw in the second inning. Hagerstown number 1 in 2A. Forest Park, Mitchell, North Posey, and Ileana Christian. Park Tudor 7th.
Ileana Christian defending state champion. Yeah. And who's 7? Park Tudor?
Park Tudor.
Coming on strong. And Cascade is 8?
Cascade is number 8.
Wow.
And we'll get to the 1A poll. The stretch and the pitch inside for a ball. In 1A, Lafayette Central Catholic, then Westdale, Bar Reeve, North Davies, and Lagodi.
And if you look all the way down this number 16, this Lutheran team is still getting some votes.
Here's the 2-0. Runner takes off, pitches inside, and this time the runner will be thrown out. Nice throw by Knowlton to get the runner, and that ends a big third inning. 5 runs across. We head to the bottom of the third. Lutheran leads it 5-0.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
High school baseball here on Indiana SRN, brought to you in part by the Morales Group. Their mission is building better futures one story at a time. They acknowledge the whole person and their individual story. For more information, give them a call at 317-472-7600. Bottom of the third, it'll be Knowlton, Battles, and Douglas. Knowlton hitting at 160 on the year. Will take their first pitch low for a ball. Knowlton has 4 runs driven in. Swing and a miss. Very rare in baseball that you'll see a player wearing number 0, and then on the other side we have a player wearing number 99.
Knowlton wore 2 on Friday.
There's a nice pitch.
Anything to change your batting average, you'll change your number, your socks. I had a player one time change his sleeves in between innings.
He wasn't superstitious, was he? Ball gets away from the catcher. The count will go to 2-2.
I had twins on my team one year, and they always asked the umpire when they swung, "Would that have been a strike, sir?" He goes, "You swung, didn't you?"
So you start wondering if you're second-guessing yourself as a hitter, right?
Yeah.
Here's the break-even pitch on the way. It's outside. We'll go to 3-2, and this might be the first 3-2 count we've had tonight for Locklear. He has thrown well. He's only given up 2 hits.
This is going to go probably inside corner here.
So the payoff on the way. Got him looking. You're right. It was inside corner, too close, and Knowlton watched it go on by. Back-to-back strikeouts. You should be a pitching coach. Here is Will Battles.
I was a good baseball coach.
Were you?
Oh.
Were you better than a basketball coach?
Oh, much better. Had much better winning percentages.
Battles at 182 on the year. Here's the other thing about tonight with the wind blowing.
Were you a good baseball coach? Thanks a lot.
Hey, can you kind of research that and let us know if he really was?
You want to look it up on Google?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. What I was going to say a little bit ago, if you have that wind blowing the way it is, crossways, as a breaking ball pitcher, you can get some extra break on it.
Yeah.
Did you teach your pitchers that?
I did not allow my pitchers to throw a mini off-speed pitch. We worked around the plate. We worked high, low, inside, outside. I was not a strong believer in curveballs.
Okay. 2-1 pitch is on the way. Ground ball. Phelps, throw to first in time, 2 away. Well, just think how good of a coach you could have been if you'd have worked on breaking pitches and all that stuff.
You got to remember, though, back in the day, and I'm old, so back in the day, you didn't want to hurt the kid's arm at 15, 16 years old. Because Little League at that point, kids were throwing off speed, and it just kind of bothered me because you're 9 years old and you're throwing a curveball and a screwball, and it's like, come on, you're going to hurt this kid. You're going to hurt this kid.
Here's Max Douglas, singled his first time up. Watches that pitch outside, 1-0.
But little kids are stronger. Kids are faster. We didn't have weight rooms.
This was coaching not high school but smaller.
Smaller.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I got you now. This one lined into right field. That'll fall in for a base hit for Douglas. He's now 2 for 2. Well, then it'd be awful hard for us to Google that and find any information. Is that what you're saying?
You can go to Community Little League's website. I'm sure it's still up since 1984.
Really?
And yes. Jason Kerr, who is the AD here, was my catcher.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So we should get him back up here and see if we can.
I actually babysitted him when he was a kid.
Oh my God!
Pitches inside now to McCarron. He's 0 for 1 tonight.
Charlie and Barb has been friends for a long, long, long time.
Stretch by Locklear. Runner takes off. Ground ball to the shortstop. Phelps will charge. His only play will be at first, and that'll do it for Scecina here in the third. They leave a man on. We head to the fourth. It's all Lutheran, 5-0.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
High school baseball here in IndianaSRN, brought to you by Piper Logistics. It's a group of logistics professionals dedicated and working together to provide our clients with a complete logistics package. They have offices in Indianapolis and Cincinnati. For more information, give them a call at 317-396-1023. We head to the fourth inning. It'll be Hughes, Phelps, and Brandenburg all due up for Indianapolis Lutheran. They were threatening in the first and then came up big in the third. They ended up with a couple of triples in that inning. Ray back out for another inning of work. And his pitch is on the way, grounded to the third baseman. Mendez fields and throws, and there's one pitch, one out here in the fourth. I would take Mr. Mendez any day of the week down there at third. You talk about his strong arm, as now Phelps will step up, a base hit and a run scored in the third. Here's the pitch. Bounces and might have caught a piece of the umpire right there. We'll go to 1-0.
You notice he asked for the ball. Ball has eyes. If it hit him, he'll return that ball later.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Phelps back in as Ray set to throw. This one hit up the middle,
nice
backhanded
play
by the second baseman Battles. And one thing we have seen, Coach, tonight is a lot of good defense.
Battles is a very good second baseman. Nice play.
And here is Jackson Brandenburg. And by the way, Brandenburg really got things rolling in the third when he tripled. The leadoff hitters had a heck of a night, or a 2 for 2, a run scored, couple of stolen bases to his credit, lifts this one high in the air, could be trouble. Plunkett back on it and on the run, makes the catch in deep center field. Great play by Plunkett to end the inning, and that will do it. In the fourth, we'll head to the bottom half, inning number 4. Lutheran leads at 5-0.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
If you're just joining us here at Scecina, Lutheran ended up blowing a lead last night and lost to Scecina 9-5. Scecina scored 8 runs when we went to the top of the 6th inning. And Lutheran had led 3-1 at that point, so they got excellent pitching to that point, and then it all kind of fell apart, as you alluded to earlier in the broadcast, where they got some walks. And
they walked 4 to hit 3, and he says it was a disaster.
Wow. You want to drive your head coach nuts? Walk everybody. That'll do it.
The crazy thing is, how do you you're pitching well and the umpire's in that groove, you must have really been drastically missing.
Yeah.
Because they'll keep you in the game.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Here's DJ Mendez. See if the Crusaders can get things going here in the fourth inning as that first pitch is outside for a ball. Mendez grounded that hard to the second baseman, Parker, who made a great play on Mendez. Locklear out of that stretch. This one is lifted high in the air, and that'll go out of play down the left field line.
Look how much room you have down that line.
This is really a very, very nice high school ballpark.
Yeah, it's laid out for really, really real. You put some extra bleachers in here, you could probably hold 1,000, 1,500 people.
I would imagine. Pitch is outside, 2-1.
And they're not finished with it. There's a lot of things they still need to do. Bleachers, adding more bleachers is one of those things.
I know they ended up getting some wind screens. More are coming. This one hit into right field. This could be trouble, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. Mendez on his horse to second, and a head-first slide. A double by DJ Mendez here in the fourth. Their first extra base hit. I actually should say second extra base hit. And here's Caden Logan.
Mendez started sliding 10, 15 feet before second base and just slid right through. The new rubber pellets kind of work, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Tell you what, and more, that one's fouled away by Logan. He's 0 for 1. More schools are going to turf, not only the ability to play on it even when it rains. And then this is a multi-purpose facility because a lot of you, if you look out there in right center field, yes, that is a football field that is for the football team to practice on.
And also play soccer, and they also will play lacrosse on that
There
field.
you go.
And they will play girls softball because they'll remove the pitching rubber and move the bases up, and now they have a softball complex.
That's right. The pitch on the way to Logan is high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And there are rumors that we will be here for their softball game against Warren Central on senior night.
Maybe they should have us come earlier and we could do some of their other games and get to know the team a little bit better.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll tell Jason.
Would you do that?
Just while you're writing that check,
just set it in there. What's a couple extra bucks, right? Swing and a miss.
Speaking of that, if you would like to help fund some of the things that we do, there's a donate button right there on the website. Any money that is placed there goes right back to putting games on IndianaSRN. And thank you in advance.
Locklear, the runner takes off, ground ball to the right side. Should be an easy play for the second baseman, and it is, as Parker throws on to first, and Mendez, who got a great jump at third base, and that'll bring up Manny Romo.
Next to bat for the Crusaders, number 25, Manny Romo.
So 1 away here in the fourth. Romo doubled to right field in the second inning. So now at this stage, you're 90 feet away from getting a run on the board. That one will be chopped to the pitcher coming off the mound. Here comes the run to the plate. Mendez will score. And Lutheran giving up the first run, and Romo gets the RBI in this one. And there's 2 away, but it's now 5-1.
I think Mendez was going to go regardless. He did hesitate, didn't go. And this can generate some enthusiasm here.
Yeah. Here's Brady Ray. Ray came into this one at 190. 0 for 1 tonight. And the breaking ball stays up high. Well, that just gives you an idea. If you can get that leadoff hitter on, and the way that Mendez got the double and get in a scoring position, a couple of ground balls can get you a run. Pitch is outside, 2-0. Yeah, we're back here Saturday.
Yes.
That'll be a
early start time. That's a 10 o'clock start for game 1.
Against Heritage Christian.
Yeah, swing and a miss. As Coach had mentioned, we will be on the road at Rolls-Holman on Sunday, the first of our Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference
Yeah, the
games.
Keith and Troy Road Show.
That's right.
Daniel Thacker got that call. We doing the car on the camera.
He's got 2 baseballs in a row?
Yeah.
Look at you. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch, and that's going to miss low. And a 2-out walk given up to Ray, and that'll bring up Henry Weimer.
Our director that does baseball with us, you and I a lot, Ben, is going to be playing golf this weekend.
22, Henry Weimer.
Going to have a pinch runner now for Scecina down at first base.
Pinch runner for Scecina, number 20, Keegan Ray.
Keegan Ray.
Keegan Ray.
1 Ray for the other. Weimer struck out his only time up in the 3rd inning. Locklear trying to get out of it with any further damage being done as that pitch is outside for a ball.
Don't forget our clean slate trivia question coming up in the top of the 5th.
I want to see if Thacker can answer it.
Well, he's going to look at my answer right now, so I'll have to hide it.
By the way, the hitter Weimer did not go around. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's we play in the bottom of the 4th inning. Good breaking ball. You know, we were talking the other night, one of your favorite baseball teams, the White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
2 wins already this year.
Thank you very much.
Pitches up high, 3-1.
2 more than last year.
They might end up
What
sitting
are
them.
Are they 2-26?
I don't know what they are.
They're not 28 games in, are they?
No, not yet. Nice breaking pitch again. Weimer.
How about those Cardinals? What those Cardinals doing?
No, we're about 500.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Weimer. 2-15 of your White Sox. This one's popped up and out of play.
Here's one thing I know. You know, you mentioned the White Sox, and Ben immediately goes and he goes on the website and just rubs it even in more.
Because he's a man of integrity. First off, he's going to find out the facts. Yeah.
Yeah. He's looking up my career record at Little League Baseball, too.
Yeah, he noticed it wasn't as good as you claimed it was. Here's the payoff pitch. That one hit well down the left field line, and this is going to go foul. How about that? Weimer gave it a ride.
Coach is down at third base going, trying to bring it in.
Weimer, a big fellow, though.
Yeah.
If he gets one in a day where maybe the wind isn't blowing the way it is, he might be able to straighten that one out.
That ball blowing out, that definitely be out there.
Oh, yeah. See if Ray can get a lead. At first he takes off, and a breaking pitch in there, and Weimer caught looking to end the 4th inning. But Scecina gets a run. They trail it 5-1.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Today's broadcast is a copyright production of IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Any use of audio or video without the express written permission of IndianaSRN and the IHSAA is strictly prohibited. Yes, we have a Tigers fan in the press box, and that's why you might
hear the
Hear
Tiger.
the Tiger theme song.
Yeah. We head to the 5th. It'll be Mills, Reading, and Letcher all due up. Lutheran trying to even the series at 1 apiece after, as we mentioned, losing last night 9-5. Scecina, by the way, committed 4 errors last night and were still able to pick up the win 9-5. Lutheran had 10 hits. They only stole 4 bases last night.
They had 4 earlier in the game.
That's right.
Covenant Christian joins this conference next year, as they will leave the Circle City and come to join this conference. It will be a pretty good baseball conference. Triton Central.
Yeah, Triton, by the way, they're leading the standings. Here's a ground ball to the second baseman. Battles to first, 1 pitch and 1 out here in the 5th, and that'll bring up Brian Redding. So right now Triton is 5-0, Cascade 2-1, Speedway 2-1, Scecina's 2-2. Lutheran 1-1, Monrovia 1-2, Beech Grove at 1-4, and Ritter 0-3. So this kind of gives you a pretty good idea. These two teams right there in the middle.
Mm-hmm. We will see Lutheran. We will see Beech Grove later on this season, and also we'll see Cascade later on in this season.
That one's chopped foul by Redding, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Has a base hit back in the first inning, a stolen base to his credit.
Here's our first question for the clean slate 5th inning.
The clean slate 5th inning trivia question.
Mm-hmm. You ready?
You ready, Thacker?
Who are the 4 players since 2000 to homer on their 40th birthday? I will give you one of them.
One of them was Ken Griffey Jr.?
No.
No.
Chipper Jones is one of them.
Chipper Jones. Jim Tomei?
Is correct.
All right. Swing and a miss. How many more?
2 more.
2 more. Oh, boy. How about Albert Pujols?
No. Cincinnati Red. One of them is a Cincinnati Red. No. And one of them is a New York Yankee.
The 0-2 pitch is way outside. So we need a Red and a Yankee.
Yes.
In their 40s. Or hit 40.
When they were 40, they hit 2,000 home runs. They were at 2,000 home runs.
You mean not
since
2000?
2000,
Since
homered.
2000.
They homered on their 40th birthday.
Swing and a miss by Redding, and he'll strike out 2 away. Trying to think who in the Yankees would be.
Oh, come on.
That old at that. Oh, Derek Jeter.
No.
Here is Owen Letcher. Gary Sheffield.
No.
Oh.
You give up?
Letcher, by the way, tripled.
No.
All right, who are they?
Alex Rodriguez and
Alex
Joey
Rodriguez.
Votto.
This one's popped up by Letcher. Could be a play here for Knowlton. He's called off, and the catch made by Mendez. Great job, Mendez, calling him off in time. And a 1-2-3 inning for Ray and Scecina. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-1 Lutheran.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Passion to Care. They're dedicated to helping you care for a loved one. Through Indiana State programs, they provide financial compensation. For more information, call 833-420-6640.
Question 2 coming up. You guys are 0 for 1 today. You know, Jim Barber got the question right yesterday.
Oh, I bet he did. It's
And he had it
softball.
And he did, because of course he did. And then I gave him the bonus question.
Yeah, he get that one too?
Uh-huh. You know what the bonus question
You probably gave him two really, really easy ones.
Who wore number 14 in the Cincinnati Reds uniform? Because I knew he was a Cincinnati Red fan, so.
Here is Knowlton, 0 for 1 tonight. He struck out in the third inning. How about Locklear? Still in there. The first pitch is inside for a ball.
Here's question number 2.
All right.
The record for the most career games with 7 or more RBIs is 9. Only one person owns it. Who owns it?
You want to... Is that it? Fernando Tatis?
No.
You want to give me that question again? Knowlton
Yes.
back in, 1 ball, 1 strike. It gives me time to think about it.
Okay.
Swing and a miss.
The record for the most career games with 7 or more RBIs is 9. Who holds it?
One player had 9 games with 7 RBI. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. Could be trouble here for the first baseman, and they'll run out of room as Meany and Parker converging at the fence, and it goes out of play. You're going to tell me there's one player 9 times in his career has had 7 RBI in a game.
The record for the most career games with 7 or more RBIs is 9. Yes. Who holds it?
I find that question a little bit fishy.
No, it's not Mr. Pujols.
I find that question a little bit strange. Here's the 1-2.
Do you want the answer?
Yeah,
You
give
want
me
to
the
wait?
answer. Go ahead.
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig?
Yes.
Of the Yankees. Way back when.
Considered myself.
Well, how about that pitch? Break even. Knowlton caught looking for the second time.
Thank you for a clean slate for doing that. You see, you won't do that Saturday unless you come up with those.
I'll come up with something, yeah.
I'm sure that who's your producer Saturday?
I don't
Greg.
know.
Greg Smith will know the answers big time.
Here's Will Battles, 0 for 1 tonight.
Number 5, Will Battles.
Tell you what, this young man Locklear doesn't look like a pitcher. Came in with an ERA of 16.80, and he's only thrown 1 2/3 innings. But
how about he's up 5-1 going into the bottom of the 5th.
And he has pitched well tonight. His breaking pitch has been very good. Bunted foul. Well, now Battles is going to be in a little bit of a situation here at 0-2. Bottom of the order from 5 through 9 so far tonight. 1 hit, 1 walk, and they've ended up striking out 4 times.
Wow.
So Scecina's going to have to find a way to fix the bottom of their order. That one bouncing.
Boy, he almost went after that.
1-2 now to Battles. Well, this game a lot like the game we had the other night here at Scecina, where one big inning made the difference. Pitches up a little bit. Covenant Christian had that huge first inning. They built a 7-0 lead. How about that breaking pitch? There's another one, and Battles.
Kind of handcuffed it, didn't it?
Boy. Buckley his knees right there, 2 away. That is 3 straight strikeouts. And that'll bring up now Max Douglas, leadoff hitter.
Next to bat for Crusaders, number 4, Max Douglas.
Between Weimer, Knowlton, and Battles, and they've been to the plate 6 times, they've struck out 5.
Yeah, I just saw that on there.
Bunt attempt by Douglas.
And right now, they're looking for anything to get on base just to generate some runs.
They had the Mendez double. That led to a run in the 4th inning. Romo doubled back in the 2nd. He was left stranded at 3rd. Douglas tonight has 2 of their hits. Locklear set to throw once again. Ground ball toward the shortstop. Phelps will charge. Off-balance throw. Did they get him? And the question is, did he stay on the base? And the umpire said he got pulled off. So Douglas now 3 for 3. I thought he beat it no matter what by a step or so.
I like how the umpire waited to make sure that the ball was not juggled. Very good.
Dominic McKiernan, 0 for 2 tonight.
That is Scecina's 5th hit of the night.
And Douglas has 3 of them. McKiernan 0 for 2 tonight. Pitches outside for ball 1. The stretch again by Locklear. The runner takes off. Hit foul. As we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, this is a Scecina team that doesn't run a whole lot, but they know they're going to have to maybe be a little more aggressive here in the later stages of this game, being down 5-1. You look at the early innings, everybody was swinging at the first pitch. Well, that one is overthrown at first. Locklear will get charged with an error there, and rounding the bag down at second will be Douglas. He'll stay there. So that'll be an E1.
Yeah, coach will not be happy with that play.
Well, I think the bottom line is Douglas, again, doesn't mean a whole lot right now. You have 2 outs. You pitched very well.
Well, you just get out.
Get out.
I mean, it's late in the game. Just get out. You don't need to do anything fancy.
So Dominic McKiernan will step back in. The count even at 1-1 strike. There are 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. And a big lead down at second by Douglas, and the pitch is inside for a ball. The stretch once again by Locklear, and the pitch, and that one nearly got him. 3 balls and a strike.
He was doing a hula.
Now if you're Redding, you're just trying to get your pitcher to settle down a little bit here. Locklear backing off and stepping off the rubber as well.
Well, the second baseman was trying to do the old hidden
ball trick, yeah. Stretch by Locklear. Runner takes off, and the pitch is low and outside for ball 4, and Douglas will get a stolen base, as he will be at third. That is just the second walk given up tonight so far by Locklear.
And now you have Mendez up.
Yeah, Mendez doubled his last time up. Don't be surprised if you see McKiernan take off at first base when you're talking about you got to be careful now with Mendez. Hits it well into center field, and a line drive right at Hughes. Mendez saw the pitch he wanted. Unfortunately, Mendez unable to. He's hit the ball, by the way, hard twice and gotten out those 2 times, and that's going to do it for Scecina in the bottom of the 5th. We head to inning number 6. It's Lutheran on top of this one, 5-1.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Burtner Electric Incorporated is fully licensed and bonded electrical contractor for your protection. Our electricians are available 24/7 for service calls and specialize in electrical service and storm damage repair. For more information, give us a call today.
Back here at Scecina, I want to remind you, if you miss any of this game, you can catch the replay on our YouTube page. IndianaSRN will archive all of the games, and they're available whenever you want it. So don't forget to go to IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat. And also don't forget, if you would like to donate, Coach, they have a chance to do that as well.
Yeah, if you like to put some kids on the internet or the web, just hit that donate button right there on our page, and every dollar, not just one, but every dollar that is raised, brings us back closer to games right here on IndianaSRN. And if you want to be a sponsor, you can contact our sales department. Our sales team is waiting for you at coach@IndianaSRN.org. 1.3 million viewers last year alone, and a great demographics. It's a great investment. Kids are a great investment.
Yes, they are. Locklear, Maney, and Parker all due up now for Lutheran here in the top of the 6th inning. By the way, Ray back in for another inning of work. You take away the 3rd, and he's actually pitched pretty well. His first pitch inside will hit Locklear, and he'll head down to first base.
And he didn't twitch.
I don't know if anymore they really even worry too much about that as an umpire. Because you see a lot of guys get hit, and they don't really move.
No.
Here is Gage Meany. Meany has a base hit back in the 2nd. He's 1 for 2 tonight.
There's that 99.
By the way, we have a pinch runner at first base. That is number 2, which is Garrick Whitlock. Whitlock, a senior. He's a backup catcher. Also does some pitching for Lutheran. Swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and Meany way out in front. Well, Lutheran trying to get that run back.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the stretch once again by Ray, and he'll throw to first. So I'm wondering if Meany chose 99 and they decide to let him get their jersey at the beginning of the year. That's the number he chose. Again, you don't see 99 very often. Not at high school. Popped it up, and this will go out of play.
I didn't get to choose my number.
Well, it's hard when you're the manager. They don't give you numbers, do they?
Well, I would have picked my lucky number.
What's that?
4.
For Lou Gehrig?
No, just 4. I'm 4. I'm number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah. God's 1, family 2, friends number 3, and I'm 4.
You're number 4.
Yeah.
Very good. I knew there had to have been some reason behind that number 4.
You know, was it Piccolo that was I am 3rd? Brian Piccolo.
Brian Piccolo?
Mm-hmm.
He was 3rd?
Mm-hmm.
Ray steps
God,
off.
family, him.
Okay.
You know, back in the Chicago Bears.
Right.
Of course, you wasn't born back in Brian Piccolo's day, so.
I knew who Brian Piccolo was.
Okay.
He and Gail Sayers? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's up high.
Backer again is shaking his head going, huh? It was a football. They wore leather helmets, no face mask.
He's not familiar with that terminology whatsoever.
Bill Ledlow wore that leather helmet for years.
I bet he did. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Meany. Runner takes off, and that's going to be in the dirt, and an easy stolen base there for Whitlock. And the count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. That is the 5th stolen base now by Lutheran here tonight.
And they just had 4 last night.
That's going to be hit off the end of the bat foul. Boy, the way they were running, though, in the first couple of innings, I
thought they were going to have 20,
yeah,
didn't you?
They were trying to get to that 20 for sure. 2-2 to Meany. We mentioned we'll be here Saturday, though the temperature is going to be a little bit different. Whoever's pitching Saturday at 10 a.m., we could be in the 40s. Break-even pitch, hit back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Whitlock stopping at 3rd. And so now runners at 1st and 3rd for Landon Parker. Still no outs here in the 6th inning. Parker flew out back in the 2nd inning, singled
in the third and was thrown out trying to steal. That was a part of that 5-run third inning. And I have a feeling that if Meany can get a lead at first, as the infield now coming in, don't be too surprised if Meany doesn't take off, and they'll try to perhaps force a throw to second base. Of course, this is a tough play if your battles are Douglas, because you're in up the middle. Runner takes off, and they're just going to let him go as that pitch way outside. So Meany, he was going no matter what. 1-0 now to Parker.
With no outs, this is a very important batter.
Well, the infield in, we saw that a lot back in that third inning. The pitch by Ray is up high, 2-0.
Runner at third base is really distracting him. He's way off the bag.
Well, he's not being held on by Mendez, so he's pretty much going to take a big lead. Good swing, and that's fouled off by Parker. Parker's a 158 hitter. We've had just, one inning so far tonight that has been a traditional 1-2-3 inning. That was the 5th inning by Lutheran. We've had base runners in every other inning. Hit to the right side, gets through, base hit. That again, the infield in. Whitlock will score. Rounding third is Meany. He will score. And the throw coming into second, tag laid on, and he got underneath the tag. It'll be a double by Parker. Second base hit. I know that the shortstop Douglas thought that he got the tag laid on, but the umpire said he slid under the tag. So 2 runs across. And another extra base hit now by Lutheran, and that'll bring up Nate Hughes.
Next to bat for Lutheran, number 1, Nate Hughes.
There you get a look at Ray, the right-hander. Had an excellent 4th and 5th inning after struggling in the 3rd. Hughes is 0 for 2 tonight. Big cut and a miss.
Chased the fastball.
Well, there's nobody throwing in the bullpen,
No,
is there?
there is
I
no.
was going to say, right now, Ray must be out there for the duration.
I think he would want to get him through this inning.
The stretch again by Ray. Big lead down at second base. Bunted foul, right straight back at us. 0-2 now to Hughes.
Did you see him flinch?
I did.
Yeah. Ball's not going to hurt you. There's a net there, and then there's another wall here. Then there's you. He said he saw it right in his viewing. He
was scrambling.
He was scrambling underneath the table.
Ray will throw to second, not in time to get Parker.
Sean Crawl used to call that a duck walk.
Duck walk?
Mm-hmm. Because they're squatting like a duck.
Chance again for Lutheran to get another run on the board, leading it 7-1.
That was coming right into your living room.
It was. Ray throws again. We may not have the issue we had the other night. We had some sunshine late in that game and ended up with some shadows on the field, but the cloud cover tonight will change that for the rest of the evening. Popped him up. Will it stay in play as Knowlton gives it a look? We'll stay at 0-2.
I would think you would not lose many balls here with the surrounding. Maybe the.
Well, that screen around home plate and down the lines is
nice.
Pretty tall, yeah.
Yep.
So it's going to take quite a shot to get it out of here.
This one hit into right field. That's going to be trouble. It falls in for a base hit. Parker had to wait to see if it was going to be caught. He'll stay at third, so now runners at first and third. Still no outs, and that'll bring up now Mason Phelps.
That is the third straight hit for Lutheran this inning.
Next to bat for Lutheran, number 20, Mason Phelps.
Phelps singled and scored in the third. He was a ground-out victim in the fourth.
How many hits did they have last night? 10?
Had 10 hits last night.
Got 11 tonight.
4 stolen bases, and they've, surpassed both.
You got to feel pretty good with those hits.
I would say so.
And you're 1-6.
Yeah. Runner takes off, throws in there for a strike. They'll throw to third, nothing there. There's another stolen base. Three stolen bases back in the first inning. Had a stolen base in the third, and now 3 more in this inning. Infield in once again. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball stays high and inside. 2-0 on the count. Ray, by the way, has not walked a hitter tonight. Everything has been hit pretty solid, though. Pitch is outside, 3-0. Phelps came in 0 for 5, but got his first hit, and the run scored, and swinging the bat pretty well as he swings on a 3-0 count, which is very rare. So the count now 3 balls and a strike. Ray checks the runner at third. Of course, he has a huge lead with nobody holding him on. Here's the pitch on the way, hitting into right field, and that's going to hang up. The right fielder making the catch, that is McKiernan. And so 1 away. Runners will stay at second and third, and we'll go to the leadoff hitter now, Jackson Brandenburg.
Next bat for Lutheran, number 5, Jackson Brandenburg.
Brandenburg singled in the first inning, stole a couple of bases. He tripled and scored in the third and lined out hard in the fourth inning. He came in as a .231 hitter. Infield stays in with only 1 away. Again, runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into right field. McKiernan going back on it, and he will not make the catch. 1 run will score. Rounding third and heading home will be Hughes. And the double by Brandenburg drives in 2 more runs. Brandenburg, by the way, with that double, is only a home run away from the cycle.
Next to bat for Lutheran, number 12, Hudson Mills.
Pitch is low and away. Mills 1 for 3 tonight with a run scored. 5 runs in the third. And that one's fouled away. And now 4 more runs here in the 6th inning. Mills 1 for 3 tonight, singled and scored back in the third. 9-1 your score. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball just outside.
One out in the inning.
The only out we had was the Phelps line drive. Here's the pitch on the way. Runner takes off. Ground ball up the middle. The shortstop is there. Douglas is throw to first. Runner will head home and score. And it's now 10-1. How about Brandenburg? He never stopped.
Good play by the first baseman.
Lutheran number 22, Ryan Redding.
Here's Redding. Will step to the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. 2 away. And the 5 runs matches the 5 runs scored in the third inning. It's now 10-1. Pitch is low and inside for a ball. Redding singled back in the first inning, grounded out in the third, and struck out in the fifth. Popped him up foul.
Every time the ball goes like real high, I think it's going to hit my car.
1 ball and 1 strike. There's a strike on the inside corner.
Broke a little inside, isn't it?
I thought it was a little inside, but I'll take it right now,
Okay.
right? Yeah. That pitch way up high. Did Thacker say that his car was, worried about your car?
Yeah, right behind.
Oh.
Well, new Mercedes. So.
Yeah. Break even, hit foul.
There it goes.
No.
See, I parked over there where the
visitors'
the
lot.
building.
Yeah, exactly. Well, don't you have a parking place that says Troy Derigowski?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right over there.
I know Ben did. He spray painted my name off my.
Mine says excellence up there.
Oh,
yeah.
Good for you.
That's why I parked there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I understand.
The Rays' next pitch on the way. That one fought off by Redding.
Take a look at our schedule. We got lacrosse on Friday night. Number 1 versus number 2 in lacrosse, men's lacrosse. Cathedral, Hamilton Southeastern. If you even know nothing about the game, tune in. You'll have a great time. 8 o'clock start.
Breaking pitch stays up high. We'll go to 3 and 2.
And then Saturday we have baseball for you. Scecina versus Heritage Christian, 10 a.m. And then Sunday, 12 noon, Rose Holman, Anderson.
Payout pitch hit to the right side. Second baseman is there. Battles will throw to first, and that's going to do it as Lutheran almost goes around in the order for the second time tonight, but they pick up 5 runs. We head to the bottom half, inning number 6. Lutheran leads it 10-1.
Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Back here at Scecina, 10-1. Lutheran with a pair of 5-run innings. And for Scecina, it'll be Logan, followed by Romo and Ray. Good night for Locklear, giving up just the 1 run so far, and that was in the 4th inning. He's walked a couple tonight. He also has 5 strikeouts on the evening as well. It looks like we may have a new pitcher, though. So coming in will be Jackson Baskett here in the 6th inning. So Locklear done for the night.
Montclair will get the win if everything stays according to plan here tonight for Lutheran. Kate Logan is 0 for 2 tonight.
Next to bat for the Crusaders, number 11, Caden Logan.
Logan grounded out back in the second inning and grounded out in the fourth. First pitch by Basket is on the way, and it's in there for a strike. Not a big fella. Just a sophomore. This will be a little change of pace here with the left-hander, and the pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lutheran gets a win tonight to go to 2-1 in conference play and snap a 5-game losing streak. Low and outside, 2 balls and a strike. Mentioned those standings earlier. That'll put him in the top half in the conference. That one is hit well. Base hit into right field for Logan. So he's now 1 for 3 tonight, and then I'll bring up Manny Romo. Romo doubled back in the second inning and grounded out in the fourth.
25, Manny Romo.
Romo has an RBI to his credit here tonight as well. Stretch by Basket, and the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Well, we mentioned it's been pretty much documented tonight that the bottom half of the Scecina order has struggled this evening as that pitch is outside. Romo has a hit, Ray has a walk, and other than that, not a whole lot of production from number 5 on down. 1-1 pitch is on the way. There's a strike. Good movement on the fastball there by Basket. The pitch on the way, and that one got away from him. We'll go to 2-2. Romo came in hitting at 158. Basket with the pitch on the way. Got him swinging. Something on the inside corner. And there's one away, and that'll bring up now Ray.
Next to bat for the Crusaders, number 21, Brady Ray.
6 strikeouts tonight for Lutheran pitching. Basket's next pitch is hit foul. It looked like maybe at the 4th inning after Scecina ended up getting a run and they got 2 runners on in the 5th inning, they might have a chance at a little bit of a comeback. There's a swing and a miss. But then all of a sudden Lutheran comes up with a big 6th inning. Ended up with 4 hits in that inning to go along with the 5 runs. Got him looking on the inside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Basket, and that'll bring up Henry Weimer. Weimer's had a tough night tonight. He has struck out twice, once looking in the 4th inning. Short lead at first base by Logan, and the pitch is going to be hit foul just off the end of the bat by Weimer. After tonight, Scecina again will have a couple of days before that doubleheader coming up on Saturday. We'll have the first game for you here on IndianaSRN. Pitch is popped up left side. Will it stay fair? It's going to go foul territory, and there to make the catch is Sears, and that's going to do it. Here in the 6th inning, Scecina leads a man on. We will head to the 7th. Lutheran leads at 10-1.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
is very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners, because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Wind continues to blow here tonight on now what would be considered kind of a chilly night. And there you see it, 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for Lutheran. Scecina 1, 6, and 1. It'll be Letcher, followed by Locklear and Meany, all due up. Now, we'll clarify that. If Locklear continues to hit, if he doesn't, it'll be Bassett in the number 5 hole.
Number 11.
Got up to 75 degrees today, dropped to 70 right now. Wind is still blowing a little bit as signing autographs down in between innings.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Did you tell everybody you were Caitlin Clark, or what? Did you? And pitch miss.
They asked me if I had the same outfit that Caitlin had.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good.
I'm a little choke up.
Next pitch on the way, inside for a ball. Letcher tonight, 1 for 3. Had a triple and a run scored in the third. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch by Ray. It looks like he's going to have to finish this one tonight, 2-1. By the way, Locklear will not be hitting next. It will be Bassett who came in to pitch. 2 balls and a strike now to Letcher. That one nearly got him. 3-1.
He played some youth tonight. Lutheran.
That'll be chop foul left side.
Just 4 seniors on this team for Indianapolis Lutheran.
The payoff pitch on the way is inside for ball 4. That'll bring up now the pitcher, Bassett.
Next to bat for Lutheran, number 6, Jackson Bassett.
Young sophomore coming off the bat.
Ray will look the runner back. Runner takes off. The pitch is a ball. The throw down to second, not in time. And Letcher with a stolen base, as even with a 10-1 lead, Lutheran continues to run.
You just never know.
Just get that extra runner in scoring position, and maybe have to use it here late in the game as Ray checks the runner at second. Bunted and bunted foul. One thing we've noticed tonight,
yes,
is the bunt has been popped up way too many times.
The art of bunting is no longer around.
Not the way it used to be. So Bassett, he was ready to square and bunt once again. They're going to try to get that runner to third. Charging in at first will be Weimer. And the pitch is up high for a ball, 2-1.
You know, a lot of people think bunting went out when the wooden bats went away from Little League Baseball.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that about the time?
I would agree to that.
2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Pulling back and look out. Everybody in the Lutheran dugout had to do a little dance to get out of the way of that one.
First base coach is counting players right now.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's sure a good lead down at second base as Ray takes a look, and the pitch is low and inside. We'll go to 3-2.
You know, back in the day, Little League Baseball, you had 18, 19 wooden bats and maybe one aluminum. And now you don't see any.
Now pitch once again. Straight back foul. Good cut there by Bassett.
Was very
But
good.
there are a lot of wood bat leagues during the summer.
Was very blessed. Got to do the wood bat championships the last 4 years in a row. My last 4 years of umpiring, got to do home plate there in New Pal. Man, that was just a fun tournament.
The 3-2 pitch on the way, lifted high in the air in left center field. Romo coming over. The center fielder Plunkett will step in front of Romo and make the catch, and there's one away. That'll bring up Meany.
Next to bat, Lutheran number 99, Gage Meany.
Little League Baseball has changed over the years, though, Frank.
They're getting bigger.
Troy, yes.
Players are. Meany singled and scored his last time up. Hits this one well into right field. That'll be a base hit. Rounding third and heading home. And Letcher's going to be held at third. I think they're going to send him. But with one away, that's the third hit of the night by Gage Meany. That'll bring up Landon Parker. Hits just keep coming tonight for Indianapolis Lutheran.
Next to bat, Lutheran number 10, Landon Parker.
Do we have a new guest? Jason, how you doing, sir?
I'm well. How are you?
You notice that Keith just handed off the headset like that?
Yeah, he's going to take a 10-minute break, I think. So.
By the way, runner takes off at first. That one bounces in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Knowlton, and finally Knowlton locates the baseball, but it's too late as Meany advances all the way to third on the wild pitch, and a run scores. By the way, just talk a little bit about, if you don't mind here, a little bit about this facility, how it all got put together. I know there's still some things that everybody's doing to get it where you want it to be, but what a great place to play baseball.
Yeah, we're really thankful we have this. In fact, we've been lucky to play all year because of the rain. So it's been different. Usually we get this rain, we would have been out for a week.
Yeah.
With the flooding and everything. So we were able to play. Played a softball game on here, first time in school history. And so it's been good times since we've opened it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And by the way, with the multi-purpose use, certainly makes it that much more appealing that you can do so many things here. As that ball is hit down the line, that'll be a fair ball. And they will have the runner tagged out before he can get to home plate, so there's 2 away. By the way, Park will reach on the fielder's choice. But with the ability to do so much, and then if you don't mind, talk a little bit about what's happening to the field over here to our right.
So the field with this field we have here, we're hoping to host sectionals in soccer, in baseball as well, and so we're hoping to bring more activities on campus. And just over where was grass field, it will be grass field. We've put irrigation in.
Okay.
And we plan to grow grass, and we'll have another practice facility for perhaps lacrosse and soccer and football. And if we're playing on grass that week, we can go practice on grass. And
wow.
So it'll be nice.
Well, it is certainly just a beautiful place to be, and I'm sure that the student athletes and the coaches, as the runner takes off once again, And I would imagine just everybody involved with Scecina Athletics is really very grateful to have this now.
And we are. Tomorrow we'll host our deanery schools are coming. They're going to have a field day here tomorrow and games, activities on the field. So we'll host them. And just today our PE classes were out here playing a softball game, so a wiffle ball game actually.
There you go. That one's going to be hit, and diving and almost making the stop is Douglas. Now we'll have runners at first and third. By the way, Hughes getting his second base hit, and that'll bring up now Mason Phelps. And the nice thing about what you can do with the baseball field, too, as you mentioned playing softball here, is able to lift the mound out, and all of a sudden it's transformed into a softball field.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we created a monster there. They want to play every game here, and I don't think we have enough days in the week to do that.
We can see why they'd want to, right?
No, I can. It's beautiful.
Well, then, and again, as you said a little bit ago, even though you end up with some rain, as that pitch in there for a strike, you're still able to come out here. You don't lose practice time. You don't lose game time, and I'm sure as your job goes, that's really nice. You don't have to reschedule stuff, right?
Well, not having to cut the grass, line the field, it's been a dream come true. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Yeah, Keith will do it for you. 11-1 as we play here in the seventh inning. Runner will take off, and they won't get a stolen base on that one. More of an indifference there for Nate Hughes.
I'll tell you one thing about this game. This conference is so competitive. Yesterday we went out and we got them pretty good. Today they're doing it to us. Yesterday Monrovia beats Cascade. It's anybody's conference. Even though you're losing, you're still not out of this. It's pretty competitive, and you'll see throughout the year. And I think there'll be a few teams battling for the championship.
And the other thing about it is, like Keith mentioned to us earlier, this conference is going to get bigger. Talk about that, how that's going to transpire coming up next year.
Well, next year we're adding Covenant Christian. Unfortunately, Cascade will be leaving us. But Covenant Christian will be taking their spot. Cascade's done pretty well in the conference, and I think Covenant will fit right in. We really enjoy Covenant, and they're welcome, and they'll be a wonderful addition to our conference.
Of course, when you look at, again, the rest of this season, you have so many more things still going on in the rest of the baseball season, rest of the softball season. So even though we're getting close to the end of the year, you're still going to be very busy here for the next month or so, correct?
Yes, and in fact, I think you guys will be back out here on Saturday for a game, and we're going to host the first round of City with Chittard, so we'll host 3 games here. Yeah, it's going to be busy, and that's why we built this, to have as much activity here as we can.
By the way, Keith had mentioned, did you say that you were his coach at some point? Now, he was claiming how good of a coach he was.
So it's not my fault. I coach baseball, and if you question any of my calls, you have to understand who my mentor was, and it should be all too clear now.
Well, he claimed he was very successful. I mean,
he was good.
Had one of the greatest records of all time. So.
He's been around here a long time, and we love him when he comes back.
All right. Good to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us, and you guys are welcome anytime, and thank you for showcasing our beautiful facility here.
Thank you very much. Well, I think he had his fingers crossed behind his back when he was talking about it.
Did you notice that his hand was out looking for money? I taught him well.
You certainly did. It'll be Keaton Knowlton leading things off. 1 ball and no strikes as we play here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Basket ready to go to work, swing and a miss. Coach, they got to be proud, though, of this facility. It's just absolutely beautiful.
The cool thing is the family here, the atmosphere. We say it all the time. Once a Crusader, always a Crusader. I was raised here. I got to hang out here, knew some people here. And once you're a Crusader, you're always a Crusader.
Yeah. I just like it that, like I said, I had my own parking spot, and it said excellence on the side of the building, so I knew that had to be me that parked there, so I thought I'd throw that in there again. Not for Keith, though. Yeah, I noticed.
No, Ben Sprite paid my name off of my...
You would think that you would get a decent parking spot like I did.
Let me tell you, anytime I come here,
you get a decent
I am taken care of. Thank you.
Pitch is way outside.
this time we want to thank our crew tonight, Ben on the 1 and 2s and Daniel on the cameras. Excellent job once again, guys.
3 balls and 2 strikes now to Knowlton, and a swing and a miss. Knowlton strikes out. The hat trick tonight. He has struck out 3 times, 1 away, and that'll bring up now Will Battles.
Next to bat for the Crusaders.
Looks like we may have a pinch hitter right here. So this is going to be Keegan Ray hitting in the number 9 hole.
Keegan Ray.
Ray had pinch ran in the 4th inning, so now it'll be Keegan Ray hitting for Battles and a swing and a miss.
Also want to thank President Joe Thurber and that whole entire administration. They know how important this is to the east side of Indianapolis to have a facility.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Phelps throw the first 2 away.
You know, you look at the deanery and the it's very, you know, you got the St. Simons and the Little Flowers and the Holy Spirits and the Our Lady of Lourdes. Now those junior high teams will get to play here on this diamond on a Sunday afternoon. Very important, and the community is strong with that. Very proud to be a Crusader.
So now the Crusaders are down to their final at bat. Here's Max Douglas. He's had a good night, 3 for 3 this evening.
And the Crusaders will be on IndianaSRN on football a couple of times this year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Fun attempt there by Douglas.
Exposure is very good, as you know, Troy. What we do in the last 8 years with Web TV, the exposure that we have for Christian schools and small schools have been very successful for them.
Swing and a miss. Basket took something off that one.
Very good investment.
Yep. Well, that ball might be a little bit, or at least from this standpoint, I know it's still daylight, but
little dot,
a little bit harder to see now that things are getting a little darker. Swing and a miss, and Douglas will strike out, and that's going to do it here tonight as Indianapolis Lutheran picks up the win. They're now 2-6 overall, 2-1 in conference play. Indianapolis Scecina, they fall to 2-9 overall. They are 2-3 in the conference. We're back on Saturday. Don't forget, we'll have the first game of the doubleheader. That'll be at 10 o'clock. And don't forget also, Friday night, we'll have Indiana boys lacrosse, as Keith had mentioned, number 1 and number 2. And then HCAC baseball on Sunday beginning at noon. Final score, Indianapolis Lutheran beats Scecina 11-1. Thanks for being with us. This has been High School Baseball on IndianaSRN.